Cumberland Bandersnatch, no. Crumpleton Snenderbatch, no. Blueberry Pumpkin Patch, no. Benedict Cumberscotch, no. Benedict Cumberbatch, I got it! Hey guys, happy hump day! So, over the weekend, some photos were released from the set of Doctor Strange, which is going to be starring Benedict Cumberbatch. By the way, I did know his name was Benedict Cumberbatch, I just wanted to add that. So some photos were posted to the internet, and I have to admit I do have some concerns. Now, before you get all on my case, let me preface this video by saying I love Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he's a great person. My wife loves him. He's all over her Instagram and her Facebook and all that stuff. I see him daily on Sherlock when I'm sitting around the house. But I do love him, and he's a great actor and a great person, so hopefully you guys won't ridicule me too much. Now, I'm not very familiar with the character of Doctor Strange, his comic book origins, how he relates to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I do know Benedict Cumberbatch's work fairly well. I have seen several of his movies, including Sherlock, the entire series, and I definitely have to say I'm a fan, but the reason I have concerns is he doesn't seem to fit very well in certain films. For example, in Black Mass, he plays Johnny Depp's brother, and he has a Boston accent. It doesn't fit very well. I did like how he played some parts of the role, but it didn't quite fit that well. Another example is his role in The Fifth Estate, where he plays cyber hacker Julian Assange. Now, he not only is completely white-haired for this film, and it has longer hair, which kind of looks a little bit off for him, but he also has an Australian accent. Sometimes this accent is not very... I don't know what the word is. It's not very good. He's definitely not great at accents. His Boston accent was a little bit better, but it wasn't staggering better. I feel like this just is something that doesn't fit well for him. He's not good at transforming himself physically. His accents aren't the best, but every once in a while he does get it right. Okay, listen, now I know it can be difficult for an actor to adopt a certain accent, especially if they have a very strong accent from another region. I know it can be difficult to adopt a new accent or a foreign accent from somewhere they're not from, but for some reason when Benedict Cumberbatch does it, there's still that tiny little bit where he doesn't fully get the accent, so it sounds a little bit off whenever he does do an accent. And this can sometimes throw the viewer out of the world that they're supposed to be in. If the character is supposed to be Australian and from Australia, and the character doesn't have a proper Australian accent, or at least gives it a full Australian accent effort, then it kind of takes you out of that film and you're kind of confused for a few minutes. From the variety of work that I've seen Benedict Cumberbatch do, the roles that I feel he best fits are the ones such as Sherlock and The Imitation Game, where he sort of plays this introverted, neurotic, very socially awkward type of person. He does this role very well. There's something about it where he creates this sort of persona that's a lot more realistic. It's a lot more believable to me as a viewer than where he's trying to put himself in a role that he doesn't fit very well. So I don't really know if Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be the best fit for this character. But one instance where I do know that something similar happened to this was when he was cast in the Star Trek sequel Into Darkness. Now when he was cast in this, again, I was very skeptical. I didn't really know how well he would fit into the dynamic because really all I knew him from was Sherlock. But when I finally did see the movie where he plays the character Khan, he plays the character Khan. He kind of very well combines the two worlds that I just gave examples for. He kind of plays this introvert, but he does it in a very strong way where he changes his tone very much from what he normally does. He plays a very strong role. He plays the role of a leader, someone who wants to lead his people and save his people. It's very different from that introvert, but at the same time he's a loner. So it combines the two worlds, and that's a role he did mesh the two very well together. So hopefully Doctor Strange will be something similar to this. So until I see this film, which is due to come out on November 4th of later this year, I'm going to try and remain as neutral as possible about Benedict Cumberbatch as the role of Doctor Strange. Be sure to let me know what you guys think about Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange in the comments below. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.